My name is Cheryl Saylor, and I started at First Dakota on September 4th, 2013. When I first started at First Dakota, I didn't really have any banking experience, so I really had a lot to learn. I had been a stay-at-home mom for about 10 years before that, so it was just a matter of kind of getting back into the mode of working and coming to a job, having the structure, and then learning all kinds of new things that I didn't know.
She was new to banking, so there's so many things you need to learn on the fly, and I think that was probably the most stressful time for her, just to learn the job.
Jen, who's the credit analyst in our department, had kind of done the job before me, so she taught me every single thing that I needed to know to start.
In business banking, every deal is so different, so it's not an easy job, but she's learned so much in the last 10 years, and she's now mentoring other lending assistants, and we all rely on her so much, and she's just been great.
I would just say easy going. I mean, she's just, she's pleasant to work with.
I think my coworkers would say that I'm kind of happy-go-lucky. I try to bring a smile to work every day.
A quiet leader, I would say. She doesn't get worked up. She's very even-keeled.
She's awesome, I guess, if you could say anything. You know Cheryl, right?
Laid back, she's fun to be around, very family-driven.
I would say that people know me for my family and my faith. I'm very involved in my church.
My daughter and her daughter actually play soccer together. They have a game 4 o'clock today.
Her kids are her world, in my opinion, and you can tell when she talks about her oldest going off to college, how it's, it's that mom vibe you get again. It's like, oh, I'm gonna miss him so much.
We like to go to movies or watch movies at home, go on vacations, take the dog for a walk. We live near the park system in Yankton.
Her faith is really strong as well, and I'm sure that really helped her throughout her health issues.
She never let that define her, and she's just an incredible person.
She's a strong Christian woman, and that's another positive thing I'm glad we have about her.
She scrapbooks with her sisters on a regular basis.
Really? I did not know that.
Like a lot of moms, she doesn't have a lot of personal time to do her own thing, but when she does like to do some scrapbooking.
I like to take pictures when the kids were little or as they're growing up in activities and just kind of get them printed and put them in books. One of the things I like about working at First Dakota is you always kind of know what's going on in town. What's going to be built, what business is coming to town, and how are we going to help them do that. It's not only businesses, but it's also not-for-profits that we get to help in our community as well with whatever projects they have going on. So,
I do a lot of nonprofits, so she does like the aspect of knowing what that nonprofit is doing or how it functions and what it brings to the community.
I'm very proud to work at First Dakota because of the way that they support the communities that they're in. We do lots of volunteer work in our communities, and they're also a big financial supporter of things within our communities, and it's really important to me.
We battle to hit deadlines every day, it feels like, and with Cheryl, we certainly do a lot of winning.
When somebody enjoys their job and the people they work for, it's pretty easy to say you want to stay someplace, and so I'm really glad that she's found her home.
Thank you, First Dakota, for 10 wonderful years. I look forward to many more.